Sully and Rini from Radar here. We wanted to introduce our newest series to you. This is called the Bent V series. And maybe for obvious reasons, when you look at it, a water ski is always going to be a V. The tail will always be narrower than the tip, but we've put a lot of side cut into this, hence making it a bent V, defining the name of the series. Two models. We have a butter knife and a katana. When we sat down and started talking about this, what we wanted was to really address the skier that isn't really concerned with the slalom course whatsoever, and that is a high percentage, as we know, of water skiers that don't ever see buoys. So how do we build them something specifically for their purpose, for open water, it'll be easier to ride, easier to get up on, just all around an easier ski, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the thing is, people are always, coming to my school learning how to turn, and we wanted to make a ski that would teach them how to turn, and that's basically what we did with this thing.
So as far as ease of use, we did a couple of things. The first thing is, this is the widest tail that we've ever built. Our last ski that this replaced was called the P6. This is a ½ an inch wider in the tail than the P6 was. And then as you can see, we added a lot of surface area right at about the arch of your back foot. So what this means is, as you're getting out of the water, instead of having all the surface area under your feet and forward, we created a bump back here. So as you're going through the water this way to get up, there's pressure to get the ski to level out. So the ski is automatically going to want to plane a lot easier than a traditional ski, which has a tendency to go through the water like this until you can roll your body forward. So I think that was a big help in allowing people to get out of the water.
Yeah, absolutely. And straight away when we got it, I mean, you can almost get up with one hand on it. You just pop right up on the water, so it's super sweet.
The second wide spot is, well, as we've discussed before in slalom design, generally the wide spot in the slalom ski is going to be right in front of your feet, just at about 43 or 44 inches. In this ski, we moved it a lot further forward all the way to the tip of the ski. So you have a wide spot at your back foot, and now one a lot further forward. So now we've just made the longest wheelbase of any ski that's ever been on the water. So as far as stability, tip to tail, there's nothing more stable. And you can see that also in the design of the rocker, that when the ski is on the water, it is very flat and sits between these 2 points very much in a stable position.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like when somebody's on a ski, they've got to find that balance point where the ski's going to turn, and we wanted to create a section where they had no choice. They're going to stand and it's going to turn no matter where they're standing. They can't go further than this and they can't go behind that. So it's really pretty neat that we've created this section that pretty much self-centers you all the time to give you the best turns.
In the base of the ski, to create a little, to relieve a little bit of line tension, which is a lot of skiers' biggest problem. The reason you stop skiing is because you're tired. If we can get you tired slower, then you're going to ski for longer. So we shallowed out the concave. Getting closer to a flat bottom ski is going to have less suction, and it's going to give you less resistance and ride higher in the water. So the center of the concave in the butter knife across the base for 1.5 inches is a flat section in the ski, therefore shallowing out the concave a lot, creating lift and allowing the ski to ride higher on the water. Balance that to make sure you still have edgeability. When you do roll the ski up, we put grooves on the outside, so although it's shallow through the middle, you still have something for the ski to grip on that really gives it a locked-in feeling as it's cutting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Once basically the side cut here allows the ski to roll, then once it breaks the apex of the turn, these rails grab in and it makes it super stable side to side.
So we built the butter knife first in intention of replacing the P6. We wanted something with the most amount of surface area in its class, the easiest ski to ride. When we got this thing on the water, we're like, oh my gosh, this thing is so good. What happens if we take a ½ an inch out of that flat spot in the middle? So now we introduced you the Katana that Matt's holding. It is the same exact concept, just a ½ an inch narrower through the middle. So a little bit more aggressive rolling into edge angle, and for a little bit more advanced skier, similar to where our theory sat in our line.
We've got some great videos of this online, and you can see us really ripping some turns. I mean, you can turn, we're running the slalom course in it with the Katana, and I mean, there's absolutely no issue with turning close to the ball, holding a good line across the wakes, and all of us ran some 35 and 38 offs at 34 miles an hour on the ski, so it was pretty cool.
So this is kind of to sum it up, this is going to be the easiest ski you've ever ridden, easiest to get out of the water, most fun just being on a long line out in open water. If you want to get a little bit more aggressive with your line and you're looking for something that's just a little bit lighter, then go Katana. This is going to be for a little bit more experienced skier. This is going to be a little bit more for a beginner skier. Both very capable of running buoys in the slalom course, as Matt mentioned, but we're really happy with how this turned out, and you should check it out at Performance.